Hey everyone, I'm Frenzy the Killbot, and the boys are back. I have Cletus with me.
Hello, we're back.
And Swordfish.
Howdy!
Very nice. And we are back on the Halo train. I do want to apologize. I didn't mean to take such a long break between Halo games. I just kind of got distracted by a shiny new project instead. In any case, we are back with Halo, and this is Halo Reach. This game is actually interesting for a couple reasons. The first one being that this was the last Halo game made by Bungie in 2010.
Which makes it the last one.
Yes. The other interesting thing is that it is a prequel. This actually takes place before Halo 1. And kind of following from that, we know how this story ends. I said back at the beginning of the Halo 1 LP that Master Chief and Captain Keyes and the Pillar of Autumn were fleeing the destruction of Reach. And of course, we've mentioned before the book, The Fall of Reach, which details the fall of Reach. It's not a secret, this game doesn't hide it. You're actually expected to know that humanity loses the battle for Reach. But just because you know how the story ends, that does not mean the story is not worth telling. Let's get into it.
Contact with Visegrad Relay was lost last night. All signals flatlined at 2600 hours. I responded with trooper fire teams, which have since been declared MIA.
And now you're sending us.
The Office of Naval Intelligence believes deployment of a Spartan team is a gross misallocation of valuable resources. I disagree.
Commander.
So that's our new number 6.
Cat, you read his file?
Only the parts that weren't covered in black ink.
Anyone claim responsibility, sir?
Oni thinks it might be the local insurrection. 5 months ago, they pulled a similar job on Harmony. Hit a relay to take out our eyes and ears, then stole 2 freighters from dry dock. That cannot happen here. Reach is too damn important. I want that relay back online, Noble One.
Sir, consider it done.
Then I'll see you on the other side. Holland out.
Lieutenant.
Commander, sir.
I'm Carter, Noble Team's leader. That's Kat, Noble 2, Emil and George 4 and 5. You're riding with me, Noble 6.
Not gonna lie to you, Lieutenant. You're stepping into some shoes the rest of the squad would rather leave unfilled. Me, I'm just happy to have Noble back up to full strength. Just one thing, I've seen your file, even the parts the Oni censors didn't want me to. I'm glad to have your skill set. But we're a team. That lone wolf stuff stays behind. Clear?
Got it, sir. Welcome to Reach.
Listen up, Noble Team. We're looking at a down relay outpost 50 clicks from Visegrad. We're gonna introduce ourselves to whoever took it out, and then Kat's gonna get it back online.
Get me under the hood, Commander.
Sir, why would rebels want to cut off breach from the rest of the colonies?
You get a chance, maybe you can ask him, George.
Commander, we just lost our signal with HQ.
Backup channels?
Searching. Nada. Can't say what's jamming us.
You heard her. Dead zone confirmed. Command will not be keeping us company this trip.
I'm lonely already.
Shoot down attempts are likely, so keep your distance.
Yes, sir.
Let's stay focused. Watch your sectors.
There's the communications outpost.
Leaving a distress beacon.
All right off the bat, we have to test to make sure we're inverted or not inverted.
Inverted or wrong.
There you go.
Incorrect.
I still just really like the way they integrate them into the game. That one is
Yeah.
actually very quick and very well done.
But you're on mouse for this, right?
Yes, that's right. No inversion.
See, you wouldn't want inversion.
No, that'd be weird. We had this conversation, I think. There are some people who play FPS games with inverted mouse.
Wow.
Controllers are dead.
Sound off in the comments. I want to inspect your brain. If that's you, I want to like measure the size of your skull.
There you go. Phrenology. Off the bat here, I kind of want to mention, there are a lot of characters. The other Halo games, they really kind of drip feed you important characters. This one, they throw the whole squad at you right off the beginning. It's a little overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like that their names show up when you look at them, so it won't take long to learn who people are.
Distress beacons coming from just south of here, Commander. We're close.
Roger that. Eyes peeled.
Found the beacon.
Make out any ID?
Negative, but it's military.
So where are the troopers?
Why are we not seeing explosives residue?
Noble 3, can you confirm any EX residue in the area?
Negative, sir. Plasma, maybe.
Can't be. Not on reach.
There's a lot of blood on the ground.
All right, Noble, looks like there's nothing here. Let's move on.
I always have to laugh at that part.
So
Smoke the
they,
next
yeah.
structure, boss.
Do they know about the Covenant?
Check it out.
No.
Noble Team, you have permission
No,
to
I mean,
engage.
So the plasma
Spoilers.
is like a wild guess.
Yes.
Okay.
No, they think they're hunting insurrectionists. Just
Right.
human rebels.
But
Here's
the
something
plasma
fun.
is so on point.
Yeah. Wildlife. This is something that Bungie wanted to put in Halo ever since they were developing, like when it was a third-person RPG shooter for the Mac. They
Yeah.
wanted wildlife. And this is the first time they've really been able to implement it. Those are MOAs. And you may know that because the last bunch of Halo games have had promotional tie-ins of MOA burger-flavored Pringles.
And an actual Moa burger at Burger King.
Did they do that?
I think so.
Oh, man. That's bizarre.
That's why they're extinct.
Yep. Eating up all the Moas.
Noble leader, I'm seeing heat sigs in the structure ahead.
On your knees, now! They're not rebels, they're farmers. Look at them.
Ask them what they're doing here.
Mitkrestikit.
McNamar Kartuk min Honley.
Hiding, sir.
Tegnab Adje, Asomsidot Isha Jodladjat. She called us as
Neighbors were attacked last night. He heard screams, gunfire. Stopped around sunrise. Says something in the fields killed his son.
Something.
Commander, be advised, I'm reading heat signatures in that structure directly east of your position. Over.
Copy that. Get them back inside.
Osmonton Bepoli. Gering.
All right, we're about to be introduced to something new for Halo Reach, a new mechanic.
Hungarian?
We can sprint.
Oh.
Not Hungarian, sprinting. But it's not actually like a sprint function specifically. It's a new mechanic called armor abilities. And sprint is just kind of the default one.
Damn.
The introduction.
Fill me in, Commander.
We'll see more of that later.
We've got military casualties, 2 of the missing troopers. Looks like they were interrogated. It's messy.
Some weird looking footprints.
Yeah. Those don't look normal.
Right? I feel like Noble Team are not really good detectives.
No. No, they left that first area without even looking at anything.
Right.
You know?
Negative.
I don't know. I mean, to say looks like plasma, maybe, that's pretty fucking on point, right? Like,
Yeah, but they dismissed it.
Mm-hmm. And then he said there's nothing here, even though there was plasma burns and blood. And a beacon.
And a burned out warthog.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We could have done a bit more thorough a look.
Part of me always wants to say that, but at the same time, I really like that they're just trying to rush you into the gameplay.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
Like, this is all intro,
Noble 2, move up to the
and then here we go. The Covenant. So this is meant to be a big surprise. Like, Reach is a stronghold planet for humanity. And you'd think they would notice if there was Covenant on the ground, but this is actually the first discovery of it. We're
so
gonna
how
get
long
introduced.
have humans been fighting the Covenant at this point?
Like 20 years, I think.
Oh, okay.
30 maybe. Sorry, taking a year off from Halo means I don't have the timeline in my head anymore.
Yeah. Is it 20? I thought at Reach it was still fairly new.
I think it's like 25 years. Because I think the first time they meet the Covenant is in like 2525, and this takes place in 2552. Something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
We got introduced to a new enemy type back there, the Skirmishers. And we'll see them throughout the game. They're kind of a subspecies of Jackal. But they're like faster melee characters instead of the shield or sniper Jackals. I'm also showing off some old weapons, like we've seen the assault rifle, the pistol, the needler. This game has kind of a Halo 1 feel to it for a lot of it, because it is a prequel. Even the Spirit dropship there. We haven't seen those since Halo 1.
Oh, yeah, 'cause they're all the Phantoms.
Yeah, and actually there are Phantoms in this game as well. They do have both, but they bring back a lot of stuff. It's very cool.
Doing a throwback.
Stand down, Noble, stand down. Contacts neutralized.
Contacts? It's the damn Covenant.
Cheer up, big man. This whole valley just turned into a free fire zone.
Cat, we gotta warn Holland. I need you at that relay outpost now.
Boss, I'm showing more activity to the east.
Copy that, June. We're on it. 6, you got point.
Let's get him.
Don't do
Run,
it.
bird, run.
No, we're not gonna do it. The Moas are our friends.
So presumably those farmers knew that it's the Covenant that killed their son?
Well, they sort of said they attacked in the middle of the night, so they didn't really see what happened.
They said something.
They did say something. New weapon here. This is the plasma repeater. So it's kind of like they reinvented the plasma rifle, but made it more like the assault rifle. So it's very fast firing and not very accurate.
And it doesn't slow you anymore.
No, you can also press reload to dispel heat, so you can avoid it overheating a little easier. It's not bad, but it's not honestly that much different than the regular plasma rifle. We're going to get another blast from the past here. You can notice at the top that we have a health bar again. There are health packs. The classic Halo health packs.
Did you purposely let your health get low? Because you were a little sloppy back there.
I'm happy to say yes, but
just own it. Take it.
Yeah.
Take that one.
Is this military or is this like just farm equipment you're on?
This is a civilian pickup truck, but we get to turn it into a redneck Warthog.
Hell yeah.
It's probably a Toyota. They're still around making vehicles in war.
Technicals, yeah. This is actually really fun. It doesn't happen very often throughout the game, but yeah, having George on the back being the chain gun is a lot of fun. Watch out, birds.
Crazy stance.
Those aren't friendlies.
The stance?
Yeah. Get him, George.
Noble leader, I'm seeing heat sigs in the structure ahead.
So the level here, the first level, they do actually... It's a little bit of an open level. You're going to see a few different enemy encounters over the next little while, and they can actually be done in any order. So depending on how you decide to drive through this section, you will actually do things in slightly different order.
Always a nice touch.
It is. It's a lot like the second level of Halo 1, where you have the different Marines you have to rescue.
Yeah. You can just kind of take your time and go wherever.
Yeah. You can do it in any order you want. It's a little bit open world. It's not exactly open world, but
and then when you get lost
I guess.
for long enough, they give you those markers.
Yeah, they do that. That's true.
Always helpful.
One of these compounds is the multiplayer level as well, I think.
There's one that's styled the same way. I don't know if it's actually ripped from this map or not.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. But it was good map.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we played a lot of Halo Reach's multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's funny, it wasn't that long after Halo Reach that Halo 4 came out. They were in development side by side for a while. So like Halo 4 was released in 2012, only 2 years later. But it felt like we played Halo Reach for a really long time.
Yeah, that was like what, peak college years?
Right after, I think, 2010.
Nice. Yeah, because I remember kind of falling off on Halo 4, and then...
Yeah, I actually I posted pictures in the Something Awful thread of us going to the Halo Reach laser tag event in Toronto.
Oh, hell yeah.
And that was while I was living in Toronto, so...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Boss, we're picking up a distress signal.
Mayday, 3 Charlie 6, does anyone read? We were attacked by Covenant forces. The Covenant is on Reach. I repeat, the Covenant is on Reach.
The troopers?
Let's move, 6.
We gotta find the source of that distress call.
No disrespect, but don't we have more important things to do than round up strays?
We don't leave people behind. You see those troopers, you let me know.
Noble leader, I'm seeing possible friendly forces under attack, south of your position. Over.
We're under attack. I repeat, Mayday. Mayday, 3 Charlie 6. We are under attack by the Covenant. I got wounded. Cannot hold this position.
We need to find those troopers now.
I'm going to lore dump a little bit here because it's interesting. Noble Team has a lot more personality than like Master Chief, for example. And there's actually a reason for that. Most of Noble Team are actually Spartan 3s, which were... I talked about them in my Humanity video back in Halo 2 LP, I think. But they were recruited at an older age than the Spartan 2s like Master Chief. So they have a little bit more personality to them.
And they didn't go through as much body modification, right? Like augmentation?
Yes, that's true. Slightly less anyway.
Yeah.
But safer ones as well.
The acceptable amount, apparently.
That's right. Actually, the Spartan 3 program, none of the recruits died from the augmentations, whereas the Spartan 2s, it was like half.
Yeah, it was a high mortality rate.
But interesting to note there, George, on the left there, is a Spartan 2. He was actually recruited and trained along with the Master Chief.
Cool.
Yeah, so he's actually slightly bigger than all the other Spartans because they had growth hormones, whereas the Spartan 3s didn't.
Oh, he's like Liver King style.
There you go.
Growth hormones.
Another new weapon here, the Designated Marksman Rifle, the DMR. This thing is the workhorse of Halo Reach. High-powered precision rifle. This is what everybody wanted in multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
Headshot machine.
Has the weapons bloom too? Which is this the first one with that?
This is the first one where they animated it into the reticle. All of Halo had weapon bloom.
Right.
Yeah, there was just no visual indicator of it.
Pop, pop.
There we go.
It also has the nice ammo counter too.
They almost always had that. The assault rifle and the battle rifle.
The battle rifle did? Okay, I was forgetting that.
I honestly never look at it. I'm never focused on it, but it's there.
Right. No, I reinstalled Tarkov, so that's why I was thinking about it. But
yeah, no, true.
Transport. LZ is clear. Move in for evac. Affirmative. Transport inbound.
I've actually seen in real life, there's like modifications people make to Glock handguns that do show an ammo count.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Another failure point. I'll keep my 6-shooter.
Noble 2, sit rep.
We're at the relay outpost. Doors locked. Mechanism's been flash fused.
Can you beat it?
I dial up my torch, cut the way through. Gonna take some time.
Okay. We're en route to your location.
Swordfish, you mentioned the Hungarian before. So the entire planet Reach is actually settled by Hungarians. So like those 2 moons you can see and could see in the intro are named after Hungarian folklore. I don't have the names in front of me, and I don't think I can pronounce them.
It's the brother and the sister, or the two wolves.
I don't remember.
I think.
But like even the Visegrad relay. Visegrad is a city in Hungary.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole planet is like Hungarian themed, which is a very sci-fi thing, but it's cool that Bungie actually put the details in.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Do they have a team there, like translators or programmers?
Like specifically, I don't think so.
Yeah.
They really did
but I'm sure they
could to make sure they got it right.
Yeah, they could get some kind of consultant in, right?
Right. I was just wondering if it was like a shout out, like a thank you to a team there.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
They're just like part of their Halo Bible.
Yeah, it was probably detail from the Follow Reach book that gets turned into canon.
Did you read all the books?
No. Oh my god, no.
So you didn't become a Master Chief of Loneliness?
No. No, there's way too many now. There's probably 30 books at this point.
I've read almost all of the actual novels except for the new Forerunner stuff.
Yeah. We don't want to talk too much about that, but
no.
There's a lot of books if you're into that sort of thing, but no, I'm far from a Halo historian expert. Maybe not far from, but
keep making these LPs, you'll get there.
Yeah.
This is a pretty epic fight scene.
Oh, it's really good. And the music? They got great music.
Yeah.
For these, the ones that pull out 2 grenades, the grunts.
Yeah, the suicide grunts.
Pretty insane. They have conviction.
Yeah, when did that...
Religious
yes, they do.
Conviction, for sure.
I mean, that is the Covenant in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing to report.
Can't see a thing. Noble 6, turn on your night vision.
Yeah, another cool thing about Halo Reach, we get night vision instead of a flashlight. Which is kind of like a cool mix between the visor from ODST and your classic green night vision.
Yeah.
Does it run
but it's
out?
No, but it's not useful like the visor, and it's not... The game's never dark enough that you need it, so you're probably not going to see it very much, to be honest.
I don't remember using it ever.
Where's the rest of your unit?
We got split. I don't think they... It sounded bad on the comms.
All right, Corporal. Stay put. We'll get you a combat surgeon.
Damn. Plasma damage.
Found something.
I'll take that, 6. Not your domain.
I got a live one over here. Come on. Out you come.
Menjaninen! Nie! Hadon bacon!
It's all right. We're not gonna hurt you.
Yori nie!
George.
I got her. Keep still, and I'll release you.
Meg. Eat Vanak.
What's the status? Over!
We've been engaged! Bad guy coming out!
That Tango group has permission to pursue.
-4, stay on the entrance. 2, handle her. 5 and 6, clear the hole.
How's that funky music?
I know, so good.
Interesting thing about this part, it resets your weapons back to assault rifle pistol, no matter what you had before. I'm not really sure why.
Yeah, because they have stuff on the wall too, so if you walked in with a needler with one shot, you still would have had weapons there.
Yeah, so my theory is actually that this was intended to be a whole separate level at some point. Like, fighting your way through the relay was going to be a whole level.
I think it's just a courtesy thing where they force a save.
Yeah.
So if you're forcing a save and then pushing you into like a closed room with combat and you didn't have ammo or something, like, then you kind of lock yourself in a really shitty position.
Right.
So I think it's just one of those.
Yeah, it could be. I'm not actually sure why. It always struck me as weird.
Or Frenzy died and he had to make a ugly cut there. And he's just trying to hide it by talking about level design.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nobody check.
Next
Nobody
level.
Flush them out. I've got you covered.
So taking hostages, I don't think I've ever seen them do that in the game so far.
No, and though we'll talk about it later, this game kind of rewrote a lot of stuff about the Covenant, that the way they're described in like the extra canon stuff.
Yeah.
But it's true that that's not really a thing that they do. They don't usually retreat. They don't usually take hostages. They're acting very weird on Reach.
I'm pretty sure that they even note that in the previous games.
Yeah.
That like the Covenant does not take hostages.
I want to point out there, the sword is not a one-hit kill, at least at normal difficulty.
You almost died.
Yeah.
How long?
Question of my life. If the question is, when will the station be back online? 2 weeks, earliest. This is plasma damage. All major uplink components are fried.
2 minutes is too long.
Which is why I'm splicing into the main overland bundle to get you a direct line to Colonel Holland. You're in my light, Commander.
Find out what she knows.
What's your name? Do you live around here? Arnevim George.
Shara.
Shara? Se Nev. Your accent sounds familiar. Shopron?
Tangari.
Friend of yours?
Father.
Sha'ainalom. I'm sorry.
Why would you be?
Big man forgets what he is sometimes.
She just lost her father. She needs a full psychiatric workup.
She's not the only one.
Lock it down, both of you. Get her on her feet. The body stays here.
Thank you, sir.
Signal. It's patchy, but it's there.
I'll take it.
Let's not touch anything. You wouldn't want to ground this place.
Barely getting you. What's your situation? Over?
Colonel, this is Noble 1. There are no rebels. The Covenant are on Reach. Acknowledge?
Come again, Noble One. Did you say Covenant?
Affirmative. It's the winter contingency.
May God help us all.
And there we go. That is the beginning of the fall of Reach.
Yeah.
The winter contingency.
Yeah, it's the name of the level, and that'll be the name of the video too, for that matter.
Yeah,
Wow.
great first level.
Yeah, it really does throw you into it. I like it a lot. I made the joke that Noble Team were not good detectives, but it kind of makes me wish there was more of that, like, detective-y type stuff in the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun.
I mean, you loved ODST, so...
Oh, yeah.
That's like...
And actually, it's worth pointing out, this game is a lot more like ODST. It's a little bit more, like, emotional and atmospheric and a little less sort of action-focused.
Run and gun.
Yeah. Like, Halo definitely had its moments with the sort of atmosphere and emotional stuff, but, like, this game it's just more of it.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite at the level of ODST, but it's there. It's really nice. It's definitely one of the better Halo games. Bungie really got good at what they did.
Yeah, they found their groove.
For sure.
And then
they made Destiny.
And then they made Destiny, which were great games.
Nah,
They're
I
okay.
wasn't crazy about it.
Yeah, I like Destiny a lot. It's that live service continuing stuff that I had a hard time sticking with.
If it wasn't so bad, but that's, neither here nor there.
That is true. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you stick with us while we play Halo Reach. We'll see you next time.